Hi, everybody. Welcome to live sessions for our normal Tuesdays. So this week is kind of different. We're going to have somebody every single day this week because there's so many people releasing music this week that I just have to keep up with everybody. So today we are going to have King Youngblood. I'm so excited. I've been waiting so long to have them on. And I'm just so thrilled that they're going to be on. So they'll be on here in just a couple of minutes. Hello. Thank you, everybody, coming on. Your girl got sponsored. I mean, how awesome is that? I'm sponsored by Decade Sound Studios in Tacoma, Washington. You can look them up at tacomarecordingstudio.com. So be sure to do that if you're in the Seattle area. They will take care of you. Let them know I sent you. And yeah, they'll be able to help you out with all your recording needs. So again, today is going to be a really special day. We have a pretty awesome group that is here in the Pacific Northwest that's been just changing the world really with their own music and their own activism and just being really present in the community. So I'm completely excited to talk to them about it and to really bring them on from not only their music but their activism too. So it should be fun. I hope everybody sticks around for them. I came on a little bit early just to kind of give them some time. But this week is full of people. If you don't know, we have Joshua Utek on Thursday. I know Nick Isham is releasing music on, he was on last night and he's going to release music on Friday. He's got 2 songs coming out. My favorite, which is Chocolate Chip Pancakes. I mean, come on. How can that not be a great song, right? And then, who else? Sarah Savvy has music coming out on Friday. So be sure to keep in touch with us because I will be letting you know what artists are releasing music. So I'm lucky enough to get the 411. So, yeah, there's that. Lots of new stuff going on with us. We expanded into doing booking and promo here in the Pacific Northwest for Washington and Idaho and Oregon. So if you're in the Pacific Northwest or even if you're in the whole country, just let us know. I can help you out with booking and promo and getting you some gigs. So just be sure to let me know. And there we are. LSP Reality Suite. Oh, there's King. Okay. All right, guys. Now here comes King. Excited. Hopefully.
Yo,
Yay!
yo!
Hi.
What's going on? How are
How's
you?
it going?
I'm doing well. I'm really happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me on. For real. It's nice to
Yeah.
meet you face to face.
I know, finally. It's been so long.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's been a minute. I'm so excited to have you on. You've just been so pivotal in the Seattle community and just all around that I just couldn't wait to have you on and to just,
Thank you so
give
much.
us your story and your music and share with everybody.
Yeah, no, thank you. I mean, gosh, you want me to start with some music or do you want me to do a monologue? Like what you looking for? How can I help?
Well, usually I have everybody kind of start at the beginning and let us know kind of how they got into music. I kind of did a little bit of digging just to kind of see. And
Okay.
maybe I could try and see if we know who you are a little bit.
Yeah, well, if there's anybody, well, I hope I know the answers to these questions. Yeah, shoot, go ahead.
All right. So you originally started writing music around 10 years old. Is that right?
Correct.
Yeah. So if anybody doesn't know, he's just a phenomenal musician from childhood to now. I mean, just incredible. And
stop.
Plays, from what I understand and what I could find, was 5 instruments. Is that right?
guitar, bass, cello, drums, piano.
Uh-huh. Is there any more than that? Because that's what
I,
I got too.
I'm gonna go ahead and count the human voice as an instrument, so I guess
Oh,
six.
sure. Yes,
I
six.
guess six. Well,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna give you an A for effort there. Then
I totally forgot about the voice one.
it's cool.
That
I
would have
do
been a
too.
bonus. um, so yeah, so playing so many instruments from childhood, has a producer for a father. Is that right? Yeah.
Correct. You're killing
Okay.
it.
Yeah. And you also have a radio show called Real Talk on the at the UW, right?
I used to, yes, at the
Yeah.
UW.
Okay.
Right now I have a podcast with Jaden
Mhm.
Grayson and
Okay.
Stay Safe Knox called The Revolution Will Be Harmonized, where we talk about,
Oh, it
pro-Black
switched.
revolution,
Okay.
the abolition
Okay.
issues relating to all that.
Yeah. Okay. I did write that down too. So I wasn't sure if you were doing both. I couldn't tell if one ended and the other began. So
No. I mean,
yeah.
you're letting me know what areas of my own Wikipedia I got to edit. The radio show over at UW ended, I think, my junior year, and I think it was maybe a week ago I finally got my diploma in the mail, so
What?
I'm gradutated.
Yay!
Thank you very much.
You're
Thank you.
official.
Yeah, I got a whole piece of paper. Man, UW was bugging about that too, because I
Yeah.
graduated in the COVID era, so they just mailed me my diploma. There wasn't even like
Yeah.
a pamphlet in it, like
Oh,
saying like, "Hey, you did it considering
congrats.
all the trials and
Just
tribulations
like,
of the
here, man.
pandemic." It's just like, here's your paper. Leave us alone.
I
You know,
still, from 2017, haven't gotten mine. Like,
we gonna have to run up on UW as an institution and go get that paper for you.
yeah, I got an AA from Art Institute, and then they closed down in April, and I still have yet to get mine.
Oh man, so you were a part of that whole squad that just got screwed over, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, we
Yeah.
really got to run you a check then. We got to get that. We got to do. I'm about to turn into Batman out here in these institutional streets.
I mean, if you can get it, friend, I will love you forever.
Noted. I'm gonna get my best people on it.
Great. Okay. So then, what I found really interesting, you tell me if this is current too, is that you joined KXP for their youth
Yes.
project.
Yeah,
Is that right?
you are bow just coming out with them. Yes, I was a part of the KXP Youth Residence Board, which is kind of similar to their
Yeah.
Youth Advisory Board, kind of like what they have over at Mopop.
Yeah.
And that was tight. We did a lot of different events, and it just tapped me in a lot more into like understanding a little bit more about the radio side of things. But
Yeah.
if there was anything really cool about that experience, it was that it gave me a chance to be entirely locally focused, and that's kind of important to me. Is reminding folks like, yo, there's incredible things right under your nose. You just got to open your eyes
Yeah.
to it. Much like the type of work you do on this incredible show. So,
Oh, thank you.
of course.
Yeah, I was actually kind of excited about that. I'm very like youth and child oriented. I was a preschool teacher for like 20 years, and I was involved in a lot of different like teenage things when I was in like out of high school, to kind of help the youth in our community as well, like was it Young Life and all those kind of things. And so
Yeah.
I also was a part of Rock School, which was back in like 2001 or 3 or something.
Okay. Yep. I see you.
Yeah, yeah. So I really applaud you for doing that, because that's really, I mean, there's not a lot of people who want to get involved in that and try and be a part of. They want to say they do, and it's one thing to do it and another thing to say you want to help, and that's just amazing with all of your.
I absolutely hear you. For me, I credit so much of the artistry and the career I've been able to have so far to being put on as a young person. I've been able to grow up with incredible privilege of, like you were saying, my dad being a producer and my mom is a singer-songwriter. They both done every element of the music industry you could imagine. But where they were really adamant about was like letting me make my own mistakes, and that's really where your own artistry is. And from there, my first real kind of jump into it on the youth side was over at the Mopop. I was a part of their youth advisory board, and they put me on to so many different things, especially the intersections between activism and art, especially music. And you know, just from all the stuff that I've been able to grow from on the receiving end of that, I can only imagine, you know, the incredible artistry to come from young people that are doing stuff like in generations before me or right under me and all that other stuff. Because I mean, damn, man, like I hope I'm doing cool stuff, and you
I
know,
mean, for
if
real,
I appreciate it, but
honestly, between that and the activism for last year, you know, and just being so involved in that, and hi, you know, being so involved in that, in what Seattle had become for that era of our state, really.
totally.
And you know, I got to be down there for one of the days you were down there. I'd been there the first like 6 days, and then I popped back when you guys came back down.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was the first or second day or something, and just amazing positivity, and just being able to see you guys really uh, stand for what we were all trying to do there, and help everybody come back to the reason why we were there. And I want to applaud you for that, because it's hard to do, being a musician and wanting to be that involved. And I know that there were several musicians involved, like the martial law band and you guys and a couple of others. And I also noticed that, like, at the same realm, you guys had a song come out kind of that you had written years before, right?
Yeah.
That happened to just be so pivotal for that moment, called Opaque, right?
Yeah.
And it looked like it had been featured, I mean, in almost everything, really, as far as you know, the Black Lives Matter had been come out. And I just kind of wanted to ask you a little bit about it, and how you felt about your song being kind of the homage, or the motto for that.
Yeah, you know, for it's a bittersweet thing, you know.
Yeah.
As an artist, it is always important that my art is resonating with other people's ears other than my own, especially when I'm writing about messages that are very important to me, being seen as a marginalized person.
Yeah.
But at the same rate, it does not bring me pride to know that not only was this story written before it was told out, but because Opaque, you know, melancholily was timed so well,
Yeah.
it's a showcase of a much larger issue.
Yes.
Which is that things like this have been happening far before I wrote Opaque, far before I've written any music related to the Black struggle for liberation, related to any of the issues that Black Lives Matter has talked about and acted on. So for me, with Opaque and also I would say Yakubian Antics too, it was definitely,
yes.
it was definitely something where it was like, beyond any of that, I am hopeful that it activated people to not just be passive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think when you're an artist, you have a platform and you have a message, and when
Yeah.
people resonate with that, that's a powerful thing.
Yeah.
And using that for a greater good, I think, is incredibly important, and something I'm hopeful that both those songs were able to do.
Yeah. Did you, when that first kind of came out, were you just, I need to be involved, or was there kind of a moment of, this is something I want to be involved with and use your platform in that way? I know a lot of people were kind of hesitant. Were you hesitant, or were you just like, you know, kind of like, I know Martial Law Band was like, we're doing it. There's no if, and, or but about it.
Yeah,
you guys
I think
kind of go in.
I think for me and King Youngblood, I think the premise behind it was definitely trying to be as intentional as possible.
Yeah.
And when you're trying to be intentional, it warrants, I wouldn't say being hesitant, but it warrants being cautious. It warrants being calculated about how not only you take up space, but how you invite others, encourage others, activate others within that space as well.
Yeah.
So when we did This Ain't a Picnic, when we, you know, put on that protest in front of the East Precinct, it was out of necessity. You know, it was after being very meticulous about how we're planning things so it can be as safe as possible, so we can make sure that we're being very accurate and very poignant with what our message is, not only within our music and the songs that we write, but especially with how we put on something that big, like an educational sit-in. I see too many different people when they talk about that protests talk about it as if it was a show, but really
Yeah.
what the purpose of it was to be a protest and educational first.
Yeah.
You know, I think always it's important to note that it's not fun to do this shit. It's not fun to have to go explain in 1,000 different mediums and in 1,000 different languages that you deserve a right to exist. It is out of
Yeah.
necessity. But at the same token, I would be remiss if I did not admit that so many of my closest friendships have blossomed from seeing other people in that space fighting for the same things that I care about, being incredibly vocal about the things that I
Yeah.
care about too.
Yeah.
So in a lot of ways, that event was something that has been a really big highlight for me. It's something that I know I'm going to be incredibly proud of, to be able to tell my kids or other people just in general, that I was able to do. But
Yeah.
hopefully I'm telling them as just something that's in the past, not warning them for what they're about to get
Yeah,
themselves
that
into in the
keeps going.
future.
Yeah. Wow. That's so powerful. And I feel like you've kind of been an activist in Seattle for even before that, and just really outspoken about what, and I think you are very calculated in how you go about it. I would
Thank you.
totally agree with that.
Yeah,
And
I try to
and
be.
honestly, I think you do it in a smart way, where
Thank
it's
you.
not like this is what we're doing, and it's just like kind of out of control like some people do and use their platform to just blow up.
Yeah.
I think you're very meticulous about it, and it shows in everything that you do, and I think it's a very good way to go about it, because then you are able to get the message more clear to more people, I think.
Thank you so much. That means a lot.
Yeah. So I kind of wanted to talk about uh, being kind of compared to so many different amazing artists in Seattle.
Aha, we're gonna
And
do the old Reggie Watts fucking the old what's his name from Coheed and Cambria? Fucking
yeah, what is his name? Yes, I don't know. I was thinking Coheed and Camera too.
uh,
But here's the thing. We won't go into everybody specifically, because But I how do you feel about being compared to some of these people and the
I
just
think
the
it's stupid as hell. Like
I just
I get it, there aren't a lot of black people in rock music. I get it.
yeah.
But I swear to God, if y'all don't look, we are out there. My people invented the damn genre. Stop calling me Jimi Hendrix, dog. Like, I
Right.
don't know. When I think about it, I always try to use it as an opportunity to be like, okay, let's break this down. Why,
Yeah.
one, you thought this was the route to go.
Yeah.
But two, let's use it as a chance for you to actually get put on to some other awesome black rock artists.
Yes.
Because it's not just the same three folks. It's
Yeah.
like I'm not the first dude doing this, man.
Right.
I might be the first dude letting you know I'm not the first dude
Yeah.
doing this, but no,
I
I
agree.
try to it is something that happens, and it
Yes.
happens often, especially back when, before COVID was a thing and live shows
Yeah.
were a thing. That's the thing that every black person goes through, is just being
Oh.
compared to, like, oh, like I have da da da, or like,
Yeah.
oh, you're like da da da.
Yeah.
And my thought process is, I think I said this in Yakubian Antics, but like my thought process with anything regarding my identity or my beliefs or my values or anything like that, information wise, it's I will educate once.
Yeah.
After that, you on your damn
Yeah.
own.
Yeah.
You are on your own. And that first education, that is charity. I ain't even supposed to be doing that.
You're like, that's me being nice.
Yeah, that's me. Like, you catching me on a good day, and I'm doing it because I want to try to make sure my karma right in the universe. Like, that ain't for your sake, Holmes. That's for me.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, no,
I found it kind of interesting and funny. I was like, really? Like, we couldn't be more cliche. Like,
I mean, it's fucking, it happens. But it's like, I'm
yeah.
always trying to be mindful of, like, no, why don't you go check out Nova Twins? Why don't you go check out the
Yeah.
OBGNs? If you want to be local, check out Aaron Jones, check out Black Ends, check out Guava, check out, Soul Type or Jaden Grayson. Check out people that are doing stuff that you just haven't gotten a chance to be exposed to yet.
Yeah, for sure. Well said. Well said.
Thank you.
So, are you still doing your guys' nonprofit? Are you
Yes, we
still
are.
doing that? Go ahead.
I was just gonna say we are definitely still doing that. It's been a little bit of since COVID started, and our cellist Corey Cavazos
Yeah.
was heading up a lot of the stuff for the nonprofit, and he's decided to pursue a solo career, so he's no longer a part of King Youngblood.
Yeah.
But Hold Your Crown itself is definitely still a thing. I've been able to take up a lot of the stuff where he left off, and I
Can you
think right
tell us
now
a little bit about it, like what
for
it's
sure,
for?
yeah.
Because
So it's
I'd
a
love for people to be able to donate to it if they
Oh
can.
wow, thank you. Yeah, so it's called Hold Your Crown. You can look up more information about it for any of you guys who are watching it. Holdyourcrown.org, and it is a 501c3 nonprofit focused on helping youth, especially youth of color, get resources to have positive mental health journeys. For myself and likely a lot of people in Seattle, especially as far as creatives go, mental health is an incredibly important element that often gets overlooked when we talk about the larger conversation around like bodily health and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
For me, I grew up, I didn't grow up with a lot of money. I grew up in the public school system, and from that, I can't tell you how many different times I've been to an assembly or something like that where there's just some old white dude who would get the entire school in the same room and tell us not to kill ourselves, as if that would just solve all mental health issues for the entire year.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And so with Hold Your Crown, the idea behind it was really if there were more people who looked like me at that time talking about these issues, they wouldn't have been as stigmatized. They wouldn't have been so overlooked or overly romanticized or anything like that. And the function of Hold Your Crown is to destigmatize a lot of the issues around mental health, but also to remind people that like taking care of yourself involves taking care of your mental health, taking care of defining your boundaries, defining your communication, and then even along the same lines of trying to help people figure out routes for finding therapists or figuring out how to vet therapists and things like that. So right now I would say because of COVID and everything that's been going on, we've had to do a little bit of restructuring, but it's definitely still something that is absolutely on the docket for the rest of the year and stuff that we're still working on to tee up some things. We partnered with NAMI Eastside, the National Alliance on mental illness, locally here, but as well as been doing a couple of national campaigns with them. And we're also, I'm not supposed to say this, but fuck it, I'm going to say it. We've been also having a lot of conversations with Smash Seattle, who focuses a lot on bringing healthcare to artists and different people in the city as well.
Yeah. Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Gosh, you guys are just, Cameron, you just kill it for real. Like
you are too
I
kind.
feel like
You're too kind.
You just have this like really big heart, and it's golden. And you can just feel that you're just so passionate about the things that you do and the things that you're a part of. And as not only as kind of like a citywide known artist, but also just in what you're doing as a legacy, not only with music, but in activism and health and all of those kind of things. And it's really admirable and awesome.
Thank you.
I'm
just trying my best. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah, but you're doing a pretty good job, friend.
Thank you.
You make all of us want to be just as amazing as you. So
well, I hope so, because I only got this way from seeing other people this way. So
right.
I hope that ideology is infectious.
Yeah, I hope so too. That's what I hope too for my stuff too. I hope that it's infectious. We try to be involved in stuff and try and be able to, donate to nonprofits and all of that kind of stuff, and that are worthy. So, it's one of those things where, I agree that it's just being a part of the community and helping and being in it, and using the platform for good. Is really important. And I just applaud you for being able to do that. And,
Thank you very much.
Using your powers for good.
I'm trying to.
So let's talk about your music. I want to get into your music. So a couple of things. One is, can you kind of tell us how you come up with a song? I'm just dying to
Oh,
know
okay. Yeah,
what
you don't have
your
this hot.
process is.
Let's jump right in. So for me, music has been always a really big family thing. You know, it's
Yeah.
something I've been able to connect with my parents on. Excuse me, with my parents on. You know, since I popped out as a little
Yeah.
bean. Um, and for me, growing up as a black kid, a Jewish kid, a mixed kid, in a low income situation, music was really the only escape I had in a lot of different ways. So music for me started as an outlet. It
Yeah.
started as a way to convert negative experiences, emotions, memories, etc. And through the process of songwriting, through performing, through being in the studio, whatever it is,
Yeah.
through the creative process, turning it into things I can be proud of, turning it into things that I can share with other people, that I can build community around.
Yeah.
It became a way to break down a lot of the negative barriers and experiences and look at them a little bit more objectively too,
Yeah.
as in post, as things I was able to learn from or grow from, or even things that I may not fully understand but know that are important. So that's really been my introduction, and that's really the same way I'm writing songs now. Is I'll take something that really speaks to me as far as an experience or an emotion, and I'll craft around that. It's no secret that a lot of King Youngblood songs and performances have like this very gritty attitude. It has this very,
Yeah.
especially this very unapologetic kind of energy about it, which
Yeah.
is exactly kind of what we're going for.
So does
It's
your live shows. I watched probably 8 or 9 of them, and I was like, wow.
yeah, no, I mean, we'll get into the live shows. Trust me, I'm
I have
going to
a
take you
couple of
there.
questions about that too.
Yeah. But as far as the actual technical side, like, it starts with me sitting down with the guitar, and rarely a piano, but mostly the guitar, and trying to find a riff that at least gives me some glimpses of that same emotion as what I'm trying to document. I've been trying to practice different writing starting techniques. Like, I'll start with just singing a melody or something and trying to craft around that, or the hardest one for me so far has been like writing words first and then trying to put music to it. But it's something, for some reason, I have a way easier time doing when I'm co-writing with like other artists. But for some reason, when I'm just like at home in the studio, I'm dialing, and I'm just like, I'm gonna have to practice this. But
you want to
yeah.
know what's funny is I start with that first. That's my first thing. Like I start with the hook. And then I just start building around that, and then it usually just flows.
Ideas of what I need to be practicing over here. COVID's still a thing, so I've got a little bit of time. I can
send them all to you.
But yeah, that's the process. It's on the technical side, I'm usually sitting down and trying to figure out what stuff is accurately sounding like the emotion I'm trying to capture. But much larger than that, it's pretty often than not trying to capture an emotion and seeing how well I can re-expose that emotion or experience with the song. Because I know when I'm playing it, when I've finished it all the way through, when that demo is done, because I'm the type to slave over something for like, I can't go to sleep until I've got at least back to that original emotion, that original feeling I was trying to document. So that's really what it is. It's just one big old outlet.
Yeah. Gosh. Do you find that it's do you have like certain people, like when you get it kind of done, is it your band you go to first, or is it your parents, or like who's the first person you kind of go to be like, hey dude, like how does this sound?
That's a great question. I actually try to go totally outside of that. I try to go to people that have never heard it before, people that aren't as familiar with my creative process. Something that I think has been kind of a guiding light with King Youngblood, and a lot of different avenues. But this is something I picked up, especially from our last tour, was after every set we played, I would always make an effort to go talk to somebody who is, it was their first time seeing the band. And I would ask them what they think and what artists they think, that we remind them of.
Yeah.
And so long as every night there was a different band that we reminded them of.
Wow.
Or a different song, it let me know that I'm doing something correct, because if they can't put a finger on it, it means it's entirely original.
Yeah.
So I have kind of a similar approach when it comes to songs. Is I'm usually hitting up people that aren't even musical at all and seeing how it resonates with them, seeing what things they picked up and didn't pick up. Because I don't know, I just feel like I see too much music being made for musicians rather than being made for ears. And I want to make sure that the type of music I'm making is resonating with people of, you know, any type of background from anywhere, because those messages are universal. They're human. You know, that's not specific to like, all right, if you're a guitarist, you're gonna get this.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to make songs.
Yeah, for sure. That's amazing. I don't think I've heard anybody say that. Most people will go to their band or go to a friend, their best friend, or you know, somebody that they know or whatever. And I think that's a really great strategy, because then you're getting like what people don't know you as, like who doesn't know you. And I mean, that's pretty fantastic idea. I'll have to adopt that, actually.
Please, by all means, I'm here to spread game. You know,
we're learning from each other, friends.
I should say, obviously, I do bring it to the band.
Oh, right.
But when I bring it to the, I mean, I feel like that's without saying.
I kind of feel like it's a given, yeah.
Yeah, but when I do bring it to them, usually it's in the scheme of like, all right, what elements do we add and how do we add them to make sure that we're, you know, capturing. You know, it's really more, honestly, I think a good song is a song that you could play with a guitar and a vocal, or a piano and a vocal, and it'll give you the same impact as if you were hearing it with a full band behind it.
Yeah.
The full, like, as far as songs go, my purpose is to serve songs, and whatever extra production stuff around it is gravy. It's garnish. Yeah. You know, but a good song is a good song.
What's the best advice your mom gave you for songwriting?
Ooh, get to the fucking chase. Get to the point.
Yeah.
You know, if my mom is an incredible songwriter. She was signed to Warner Chappell for her own artistry as well as for writing with other artists. You know, she got her start training in actually the blues, and then found her way over into Americana.
Wow.
And you know, writing with her gave me a chance to really see the importance of not only keeping it simple and getting to the point, but I think even larger than that is keep things vague enough for people to put their own meaning into things. You know, give space for a listener to see themselves in the story. So it's sometimes that means like taking specific details or something that you have and making them just a little bit more open, a little bit more vague, so that way when people are listening, they can really see themselves in that. Yeah. When you're an artist and when you're a musician, your job is to tell stories, and the most compelling stories are the ones where you can identify and relate to, you know, whatever perspective is being told in that story. So for me, it's been, you know, give room and get to the damn point.
Yeah, that's amazing. I definitely, in the last probably year, since I'd focused on songwriting, that's definitely something that I've had to learn, for sure.
It's hard work because it requires you to get totally outside of your own head with it.
Yeah, completely. Do you like co-writing more or like writing on your own more?
Oh, this is. I would say I think I like co-writing more. Yeah. I think co-writing has given me a chance to really look further than I think I have before. I feel a lot more urgency when I co-write. When I'm writing by myself, usually it's with intent. Usually it's because this is a story that I need to make. Like, not to sound like a big dumb asshole, but really what it is when I'm writing by myself, I'm thinking of it more from a perspective of this is a song I need to carry the weight of telling properly. And when I'm co-writing, usually it's, you know, a story or a song where it's like, oh yeah, dude, like let's make a song. Like let's go make a hit type of thing. So for me, I think co-writing is more fun, and writing by myself is usually more like, for lack of a better word, I would say like duty bound, I think. Yeah. You know?
I agree, man. I think you're the first person in all these interviews I've found that co-writing is better. I love co-writing. Like, that's my jam.
I just think it's like you see so much more than you could. It's the same reason why you need to read books and like go socialize, because you're not gonna you're not gonna really get new ideas or stimulating ideas just from sitting in your own damn echo chamber. You gotta let some other air in sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. I just like the idea of being able to like throw it at somebody and be like, what do you think about this? And like they could change a word and it would, or an arrangement of some sort, and it just changed the whole song and be a hit, you know? And you're like, oh, I didn't think of that, you know, or something. Like I love the camaraderie and the like
it's
friendship.
The aha moments.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Yeah, for sure. Do you so I want to talk about live shows because
hell yeah, come on.
Let's talk about those live shows.
Come on.
I mean, in the probably 8 or 10 video, I don't even know, I just kept watching them, videos I watched.
Thank you.
Like I just sat there for a minute. It was just like, it just, I don't even know, I'm so speechless. Like it's so, you guys have so much energy, and just you can see just the power and the passion and everything come out on that stage. And I just kind of, what do you guys do to get prepared for being on stage and bringing that audience into your music and into your space?
Yeah, you know, it's kind of multifaceted. To answer that question, for me, you know, King Youngblood is my baby. It's my passion. It's, you know, the band I started, and for being a brown and black fronted band, I'm very used to not feeling like I belong. I'm very used to being an outsider in a lot of different ways. And for me, when I'm on stage, it is the one place on all of Earth where I actually have control, where I actually am absolutely free. I'm liberated. And because of that, I am going to fucking abuse the shit out of that. I'm going to exploit the fuck out of that.
Yeah.
If it is the one place on Earth in my life where I'm not scared of getting shot by the police, I'm not getting misunderstood by an XYZ person, I'm up there doing my own damn thing.
Yeah.
You best believe I'm coming correct with it. So that manifests in a lot of different ways. With King Youngblood shows, usually, you know, when we load in, I'm already analyzing what shit can I climb, what stuff can I jump off of, you know, what kind of havoc can I wreak.
You
know, for our album release party back at the Vera, I think this was in 2018, you know, I wanted to do a wall of death, but rather, for those of you guys watching, a wall of death is this crowd move where you split up the crowd into two halves, and then on a drop you have them go run at each other. And I wanted to do that, but in a, you know, trying to be responsible here, in a safer way. And so what we did is we split up the crowd, and then I had a couple of friends of mine hand out pillows to people, and then right on the drop just had a big ass pillow fight. You know, when we played Doe Bay Festival, I was climbing truss up on the stage and stuff like that. You know, all of these different things, simply to showcase, especially for other black and brown people in the audience, is like, yo, like, this is for us. This is ours. And we taking it back in every shape and form. And not only doing that from a psychological basis, but also in the fact of like, I am taking up this space in every single regard. I know I haven't done a show right if I am still on stage by the time the show is over. I know I've done it right if at least one point I've touched the back door, I've touched the green room, I'm touching the lights. Shit, man, I might fuck around and unplug the damn microphone and plug it back in on the back side of the stage. Like, I'm just always constantly thinking, how can I take up the one space that is for me in the largest, you know, the largest way possible. And that's definitely come from out of urgency. It's come from needing to and wanting to represent also, like, yo, like, I'm taking up this space because I need to take up this space.
I mean, to be able to, I mean, just the amount of just energy coming off of that stage from all of the people that are there that I saw and in each video, and just you guys killing it. I mean, every single performance I saw was just on point every single time.
Thank you.
I just, you can even, not even being there, you can feel it. You know, you can feel just that power and the emotion behind how much you guys love being there, you know, and that, and especially you just taking over that whole stage each time, just all over. And that's what I was going to talk about, was you just being everywhere all the time.
Thank you.
Not in one spot.
I'm trying to be Batman out here.
Right.
It's like, you never know where I'm going to pop up. I might stand on the bar. I might stand on the drums. You don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, it's so refreshing to kind of see people that have so much fun, and, you know, to be able to have a live show where people can feel just as much as they can feel on a record in live, feel that live as well. Mm-hmm. It's so pivotal, I think, and is a testament to you as an artist too, for being able to bring that energy wherever you go.
Thank you so much. Wow.
Yeah. And I just thought it was really amazing. I've never, I mean, I've been to probably close to 500 concerts in my life, and I mean, that was probably right up. You guys are, I haven't even seen you guys.
Oh,
you guys
stop it. You're about to make me blush on Instagram. You gotta stop. Appreciate you so much.
I'm going to go see you live and be up front and just like ham out. That's what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Bring a neck brace. You're going to need
it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I will definitely need it. I feel like
I've been hitting the gym religiously simply to make sure when I go back out there, I'm not just jumping straight in a whiplash. I'm working out and I'm just all day. Yeah. Just this.
Yeah. What about after a show? Do you just pass out? Are you just gone with the wind?
Oh, man. Yeah. Yes.
I can't imagine.
I don't have no smart ass answer for this other than yes. I'm fucking tired. I'm tired as hell. I'm panting. I'll usually like need to let the rest of the band like I always do this too. You could ask anybody in the band. I'm always like, ooh, okay, I'll be right there. I'm really sorry, guys. Do you mind grabbing my board? Like, yeah. I just need to come back to earth for a minute. And they're like, oh right. Yeah, do you think?
Yeah.
I remember this is a story just for me and you and whoever's watching. But okay. I remember we were main support for Naked Giants at Numos, and it sold out. And I remember I was in the crowd for the last song or whatever for the outro, where we were just going ballistics, right? I'm in the middle of the crowd. It's all hot and sweaty and everything. It's summertime. I'm wearing this big old blue motorcycle jacket.
Yeah.
And I just remember it was like the whole set, I was just being just, you know, I was doing my thing.
Yeah.
And I just remember it was like I hit the last note and I'm holding the guitar up, and I think there's pictures of it or something somewhere. I'm holding the guitar up, and from the back I look like a rock star. And from the front, I knew in my head, I remember it's like I felt nauseous, and I was just in my brain, I was like, do not throw up. You just did the perfect set. Do not throw up. Just don't throw up. Just like, no. And I'm sitting there, you can see the pictures of my face and everything. I'm just I'm like waving at people, and it's like in my head I'm thinking, I'm like, nobody knows. Yeah, I'm totally covert. And really, like, as soon as I looked back at the pictures, I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Like you know. Oh, so yeah, God. No, I'm tired as hell. But that just means I know I did my thing properly. If I'm not leaving the show sweaty, I didn't play a show right.
That's amazing. Well, why don't you give us some music, Fred, and play us a song? I would love to hear one.
So this first song I'm going to play for you is actually one we were going to drop, but because of some incredible news that I'm not allowed to talk about, so don't even try to ask me about it.
Oh, come on. You know you want to tell us.
Yeah, I can't. Oh. This is one I would legit get in trouble with, so I'm not finna.
What if I like don't post this? Will you tell us?
This next song we're about to play is it's called Home Is Only a House, and it's gonna be most likely our next upcoming single.
Okay.
We found a house upon a hill where I first met you. Our secret place below the trees, the sky, the bamboo. It was so beautiful. You put flowers in my hair. It felt so natural. Like I had known you all my years. That house was sturdy like a stump. That's why I liked it. I needed roots deep in the ground. My life is hectic, but you felt stunted there. You had stories unexplored, so it was hard to hear. You had your wings, but could not soar. At least I'm with me, pinning you to the ground. I could wait a year for you to shed all the doubt. I fell in love with the rain when you hated the clouds. Oh, this home is only a house. This home is only a house. I'll leave a key in case you knew. Your light is your own. What's best for me, what's best for you, what's best for our home. Well, I am vested here, where we could build our memories. It is hard to hear, see your life, but not with me. I could wait a year for you to shed all the doubt. Fell in love with the rain when you hated the clouds. Yo, this home is only a house. It's only a house. This home is only a house. It's only a house. Just hear how long it takes for you to figure it out. I felt it deep in my bones when I said I'm gonna live in that house. I just don't agree. There's something having you go, and maybe one day you'll see this home is only a house. It's only a house. It's only a house. It's only a house. Ooh.
Very awesome. Thank
you very much. Thank you.
I don't have a clap machine just yet.
That's fine. We'll get there. You gotta start somewhere.
I still only have my two hands.
Mm-hmm. Man.
I love that song, friend.
Thank you.
Man, like, again,
it's coming. Don't worry.
What's that?
I said it's coming. Don't worry.
I'm excited for it. If it's any consolation.
Thank you. It's always this is exactly what we talk about. This is exactly it. I'm doing precisely that. I'm just like, hey, what are you thinking about this? And it's like, it's feeling good. That's what I like to hear. I appreciate you so much.
I mean, I am a musician, but like, I still have a really, I think I hear music different than most people. And I'm more for like diving into the symbolism and the lyrics more than the melody and things like that.
Yeah.
And so in kind of, I had already listened to most of your music, but in kind of diving in a little bit more today, you know, you guys just, I mean, you write with such awesome like imagery, and the stories you tell are so just precise, and you can just understand. And it's really, I think that's a gift, honestly, friend.
Thank you so much.
Because a lot of people can't do that. And it's just a way of being able to connect better with you guys, with you, and with your band and with your music. And
thank you very much.
It's awesome.
You want another one?
Yes, I do. I want
Why
them
not?
all, actually, but we don't have that much
time. This next one was our most recent single. This is Too Late Too Soon.
Yeah.
I do want to say I wrote this song mostly in mind of trying to quantify all the different ways that have changed. Trying to quantify, and I think writing COVID music's kind of corny, so I wasn't doing that. But
yeah,
trying to quantify how much I've changed as a person, and hoping if that someone is somebody that I'm happy with. I wrote it when I was in a metamorphosis of a lot of different things. I had just split up with my partner. I was graduating. I was getting a new job, doing stuff that I liked, and a lot of different music things were really picking up. And I think when you're an artist, as you probably know, you struggle with imposter syndromes a lot of different ways.
Yes.
And I guess the song is kind of an ode to that.
Okay.
Jess, yes, we do have some live albums.
Also, did you see what Dream Brave said?
Say that one more time.
Did you see what Bianca said before that?
No, I hold on. I need to be a good person here.
I thought you might like to read that.
Y'all gotta stop making me try to cry on this damn live stream, y'all. Y'all gotta. Thank you so much. Wow. Shout out Bianca. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Too Late Too Soon. Crumpled up my brain like paper planes. Flew to east and burned up both their wings. What if they had flown through winds of change, rather than the ash of yesterday? Maybe then I'd learn to fly around, or learn to miss the ground. It's just so hard to tell right now. Come around again, too late, too soon. Burning up the words you said I knew. Hopefully I've changed, but in the come around again, too late, too soon. Origami folding without tears, papers ruined by your thoughts and prayers. Higher up I go, the less I care. But lying if I said I wasn't scared, maybe then I'd learn to fly around, or learn to miss the ground. It's just so hard to tell right now. Oh, come around again, too late, too soon. Burning up the words you said I knew. Hopefully I've changed my end. Come around again, too late, too soon. Come around again, learning all the words that you said I know, and hopefully I've changed, Yeah. Come around again, too late, too soon. Hopefully I've changed. All right.
Okay. That one, hands down.
Thank
I
you.
heard the full production of that. Totally like the acoustic version better.
I've heard people say similar things. We're gonna have to do another acoustic record out here.
Oh, that was awesome.
Thank you.
I felt that on so many levels.
I really just can't thank you enough for having me on your show. Really, it's not only nice to talk to another artist, but to just have a chance to just catch up with folks, you know? So just thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, friend, I just love you. I think as a standpoint of just
the feeling is mutual.
Just loved you for a while, for a minute, and I feel very honored to have you on and to share your music and your love of and the passion you have and with everybody else and with my audience, and it's so special to me too. So I thank you for taking the time out of your day to do it.
Absolutely. You know where
to
I'm
finally connect and come on.
Of course. Well, damn.
I hope we get to meet in person because
Good Lord, I'm vaccinated. I'm just waiting for these damn shows to open up so I can get back to jumping off things I have no business jumping off of.
Yes, I am here for it. I will be there 100%.
Perfect.
I thank you so much. Thank you everybody for coming on. Please go follow these guys and follow Cameron. He's amazing, as you can see. And stream and get their new song that he just sang. I can't even. You're just amazing.
Thank you so much.
And just so much emotion. I love it. I think you should do that one. Sidebar. I think you should do that one acoustic at your shows. Bring that whole show down and then rev it back up,
Taking notes. Hold on.
Just saying. Put that one down as your bring the show down in the middle.
I'm putting it in the group chat to the band. It's about to be a thing.
And then rev them back up with your awesomeness.
On it.
Anyways, thank you so much. I just love you, friend. You're amazing.
Love you too. Be safe out here, okay? Drink water.
Yes.
Get your shot. Drink more water after that.
And follow them for their new music. They've got so much music coming up. So please follow them. And we will have them back, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, it's not a matter if, it's a matter of when. You just let me know.
I can't wait. All right, guys. Well, thank you. Thanks for coming on. And I think that we're out. Are we good?
Yeah, I think we're all set.
You got anything else you want to tell everybody?
Just, you rock, drink water. Please follow Kid Youngblood everywhere you listen to music, and also drink more water. Goodbye.
Okay. Bye, guys. Thank you.
See you later.